Hi, I'm Kibler from the Brothers Geek Out podcast. It's nice to meet you, Meg.
Nice to meet you too. Hi.
Congratulations on this epic journey that you've taken us on.
Thank you.
It was absolutely awesome. I wanted to ask, Crisis on Infinite Earths is known to be like one of the biggest major events in DC comic books.
Mm.
What was it like being part of something so massive?
Really surreal. I think, especially when, I mean, I've been doing this kind of series like for since before COVID, so like
Mhm.
2018, 2019. So to just be a part of it for so long and then to do something as iconic as this was just really surreal and really cool. And especially when I got the script and they showed us the comic book picture of Superman holding Supergirl, I was like, no way. This is crazy. So it's just been really surreal and everybody has just been incredible. So yeah, it doesn't it just feels really great. Yeah.
Did you go through the whole comic books and go through the past and
Yeah, it was a crazy a journey, and especially working with like Butch and Wes, like they're huge DC. They know everything so well. So like they got it really excited to tell me about it. And so
Mhm.
just being a part of all of that and reading through the comics and seeing just like how iconic like it really is just really, really cool. And all the different like iterations of it, it was just
That's
really
right.
cool to see. So yeah, it was great.
Oh, that's amazing because I'm a big fan of the comic books. I'm an artist myself, so when I get to see animation up on the screen representing what was in the comic books,
Yeah.
what was it like for you when you first saw your character designs?
It was so cool. You know, I didn't know what to expect at first because we recorded it all have like kind of, I mean, the very first one that I did, there was like kind of like sketches and ideas of what it might look like. But seeing it all come together, like when I went in for the ADR, kind of to do the fight scenes and all like those sound effects, to like see the character kind of come to life, was just really surreal. I love her the Krypton uh costume like suit when she before everything happens when she's like a teenager.
Yes.
I like her yeah, like that costume was really, really cool. But then also to just to see my voice matched up with like the iconic Supergirl super suit was just really incredible as well. So it's just there's just so many different versions of her, and it's just really cool to see that on screen. Yeah.
It still must be such a joy knowing you're playing such a big character and the responsibility that you get with that. What was that like when you first found out? Because I know you've played the character before
Hmm.
in Legion. What was that like to find out you're playing Supergirl?
It was so surreal. Especially to play her from young to like figuring out herself, then becoming even more and more jaded as everything goes on because unfortunately she keeps losing all of the very important people in her life. So to kind of go through all of those phases of playing her, it was just really incredible and also really challenging as well. And all the movies were kind of very spread apart, like kind of like a year almost apart. So to kind of come back and them talking about like, hey, so this is what she's going through, and I'm like, damn, she just keeps things keep happening to her. But yeah, it was really cool to find all of those things and to be very emotional, but she's also very strong. And
Very.
it's just really cool to kind of look up to somebody like her as well and just learning a lot from playing her. So yeah.
Been one hell of a journey, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I've got to say, after I watched part three, I was like, oh my God, this is emotional. I can't take it. It's nice to see that on the big screen because you can read it in the comic books, you can imagine how it would be like, but you're seeing it on the screen and you're like, oh my God, like they've gone through so much. And
Right.
and and the stakes are massive. The
Yeah.
stakes are massive in this.
Mm.
You've got to play this beloved character
Mm.
and be in the DC Comics universe. Would there be any other character that you would say, you know what, I'd give that a go?
Oh, goodness. Honestly, like just being in the DC universe at all is just really surreal. I think, oh, I'm trying to think. I honestly don't know. I mean, I've just enjoyed playing Supergirl so much that I have just loved that. But what would be another DC character? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm honestly open to any. I love playing like superheroes. It's so much fun. So any chance I have to do that, I would love to.
That's amazing. Amazing. Uh, I want to thank you for the work that you do for mental health awareness
Yeah.
and speaking up about anxiety. Now, I've got two little girls, and they'd go crazy if I didn't ask Supergirl, how did you manage your anxiety when it comes to such a large project like this?
Yeah, I think especially with something like Supergirl, it's definitely a lot of pressure because she is just such an iconic character, and
Mhm.
especially this comic is just very iconic as well. But the team was just so incredible, and I think at least with kind of voiceover, but just acting in general, it's like you just kind of it's really easy to have imposter syndrome of like I don't belong here and I'm not good
That's
enough.
right.
A lot of those thoughts come to mind, but when you are cast in something, like you're definitely there for a reason, and you brought something that they really liked and that they really connected to. So I think just reminding yourself of like, no, you're here for a reason. And just also just in life in general, like it doesn't even have to be with work, but like
Hmm.
we're all here for a reason. And I think just having faith in that is really, really special, but it's way easier said than done. But I keep trying to remind myself that.
They're gonna love this when they get older, and I'll be like, I spoke to Supergirl. Listen to
Yeah.
this. Uh, was there any favorite scenes on the whole project that that brings back some great memories, makes you laugh, makes you happy?
Oh, there's so many. I love doing the ADR for the fight scenes because for like an hour you're just going like, and that it's just really funny to laugh. It's so much fun. Also, there's one scene I think in part three where
Hmm.
I'm talking to somebody. I can't remember the exact scene, but I'm sipping like soup, and we actually
Yes, and it's gone. It's gone right out of my head now. But yeah, you're
yeah,
sipping
is it
soup.
Dawn
Yeah.
Star? No. Yeah, maybe. But I am like sipping soup at the table. It's like when she's like eating donuts, she's trying to make a Supergirl feel better, and she's like, I know what you're trying to do, but like I lost everybody, all this stuff. And I'm sipping soup, and so we actually poured water in like a bowl with like a spoon, and I like went like this, and I was like, and we were dying laughing the whole time because it was just so ridiculous. But it sounded realistic and it sounded like because we were like, how do we make those sounds? So like I tried at first just to go like on the on the mic. Like that doesn't sound realistic. So that was really fun. But working with them in general, like everything was just so much fun. So yeah, there's not like that was really funny. All the stuff with Brainiac too was
Hmm.
really fun and just really sweet.
Very.
So those were really fun to do as well. Yeah, yeah. Honestly,
It must be hilarious when you're throwing punches into the air, trying to get that grunt in,
it
which
is
is
really
absolutely
funny.
brilliant.
And there's like a difference between like throwing punches and getting hit. So it's like, huh, like it's different like air coming out.
Yeah,
So
that's
like
right.
finding all of that is just like really interesting and really funny.
Oh no, that's awesome. That's awesome. Um, I want to thank you for the time. It was absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
I'm a happy geek getting to see that on the screen, and I thank you for your portrayal of Supergirl.
Of course. Thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate that.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome.